Hey team, I got workout B for the July phase. So this is going to be more of a cardio complex class. So there's 4 different stations. There's kind of a lot going on. So there's 16 different exercises. So I know that's kind of a lot, but the benefit is that they're all doing these together. So you're still only coaching 4 exercises at a time. So I think it should work out fine. They made a really quick finisher at the end, so we're not going overboard with time. So there's 4 exercises at each station. You'll go through each movement at 25 seconds of work, and you'll have 10 seconds of rest, and you'll go through 2 times for 8 straight rounds. Your first one is a med ball complex. So you got my med ball. First one is med ball slams. 20 seconds or 25 seconds. Just throw it down. All right, stay tall. Throw it down as hard as you can. Next up, we're doing med ball jacks. Your level 1, you just step out to the side. All right, press overhead, making sure you're staying tight up front, not leaning back as you press up. And then level 2, we're just jumping out, staying on those toes as you press overhead. Third one is a squat with a pal-out press. So set your feet shoulder width apart. As we squat down, we're going to press that ball out in front. So this should kind of allow you to keep that weight back on your heels, and then come back. We're also trying to avoid that anti-flexion as we squat down. And then your last one, we're doing your transfer push-ups. I'm not sure if you can see this, but you're down in your push-up position. All right, so you'll have one hand elevated on the ball. All right, you do your push-up, swipe it over, and just keep trading outside. So obviously level 1 from the knees, level 2 from the toes. Again, the weight's on the ball, swipe it over, and just try to get it 1 minute hit, nice and smooth. So you go through that 2 times. All right, next up, we're going to do a valve slide complex. So now you just need, oh shit. All right, let's try that again. So now you just need a pair of valve slides. Sorry, all right, here we go. So your first one is just your leg curl. So this is a pretty tough one. You'll probably need to use some regressions on this one. So your level 1, you're just going to start in your glute bridge. All right, so start loose tight, abs nice. You're not pressing through your lower back. Keep those ribs down. You're just going to extend out one leg at a time. You keep your hips up, and then curl back up with the hamstrings on that extended leg. You just keep trading off there. Level 2. All right, you're going out with both feet now, both heels out, but just barely touch the floor, and curl back up. Again, really got to keep those abs tight, lock down those ribs as you curl back in. Your next one, I believe, is a pocket slider. So now you'll place the slides on your hands. You're in your push-up position. Again, from your knees for level 1. Level 2, you'll be on your toes. So now what you're going to do, you're going to reach out with one arm and then slide all the way across to your opposite hip. So right hand reaches out further to your right, and then back to your left hip. Return to your starting position, reach out on the other side now, and then again, across your body, almost like you're fastening a seatbelt. So you're reaching out, fasten that seatbelt, place it down the opposite side. Then we're going to do a valve slide, cross body knee tuck. So your level 1, we're just going to do an outside knee drive, 1 leg at a time. Okay, so just right here, drive the knees out, 1 leg at a time. The outside, level 2, you can do that full knee tuck. All right, and level 3, we're actually going to slide all the way to the outside and just alternate as you go. All right, and then your final one. Oh, it's a body saw. So you can do this from your knees. For your level 1. Again, make sure people are really keeping their glutes tight. What I like to tell people is just kind of tuck that tail back like they're a scared dog. All right, so glutes are really tight, belly button's up. Okay, you want to have your shoulders right over your elbow and then just push back as far as you can from there. And level 2, same idea, from the toes. Again, glutes tight. Make sure you don't have that arch in your lower back. And then just pull yourself forward. So those 4 exercises, 2 times a round, 8 rounds. And then your next one, we're using a resistance band. So we're going to do a pulsating split squat with a band pull apart. So we're just going to plant our feet. I would just tell people to stick on one side, and then the second time around, then they can switch their legs up. Don't worry about switching their legs to halfway. But for that pulsating split squat, we don't really want to go all the way down. We don't really want to go all the way up. We're just going to kind of stay in the middle of that range of motion. All right, then level 2, or then we're going to have the pull apart. So arms are start out straight in front of your body. You're going to pull it back at the bottom of that split squat. Okay, so just try to stay in rhythm with your squat. Every time you hit the bottom of that squat, pull the band back to your chest. Okay, next one is a push press. Okay, so you're stepping into your band. Okay, so forehand grip, pull those elbows through. Elbows are just slightly in front of your hands. You're just going to squat down real quick and then press overhead. Right? Just push your head through your arms to the top. Pull that band apart just slightly. Set those scabs. For your third one, we're doing band jacks with a hammer curl. Okay, so now you want to kind of grab the outside of the band, think thumbs up or underneath the band right there. Either one is good. Level 1, you're just going to step out to the side, keep those elbows tucked in close, and then curl up. All right, you're just stepping onto your toes. All right, and level 2, you're jumping out as you do the curl there. And then your final one is your tricep extension. So getting yourself set up is probably the hardest part here. So what I tell people, place the band across the base of your fingers here, right, with your thumbs out to the side. And then if you're going to go to your right, go left over right, swing it to your right side, and it's over your head. And you'll have that free foot out in front, so the band's on your back leg. Okay, from there, you want to keep a vertical shin on that front leg, really reach back with those elbows so that band's not touching your back. Let's do that tricep extension. Okay, so those two. And then your last one, we're going to do a TRX complex. Ugh, I'm so bad at this. All right, so your first one is just a split squat. Just walk it back. I like to tell people to kind of tuck in with their elbows, keep them close. You're just going to do a reverse lunge for your level 1, extending your arms as you go down, kind of keeping that weight sort of buried to that front foot. Your second one will be a TRX ball out. Okay, so I'm not really set up with these TRX here very well, but you want to have those straps going over your shoulders. Again, glutes tight. All right, ass tight. Roll yourself out. So just start in that position here. And all you're doing is just falling forward and raising your hands over your head. Okay, your third one, we're going to do a Y raise. So what I tell people to do is just kind of start with those bands over your head. I walk back, leave just a little bit of tension on them. All right, then you can just kind of lean back, just kind of walk your feet a little bit forward. All right, you're just going to drop down, and then you're going to raise your arms back up into that Y position. So now we're really hitting those stabilizing muscles of our back, our traps, rhomboids a little bit. And then your final one will just be a push-up. So again, these TRX handles are way too high. You probably want to set them a little bit lower for all these exercises, but it's right here so you get the idea. Open up your hands, let your chest drop down between. Push back up. And again, you probably want those TRX a little bit lower, probably somewhere closer to your knees and your hips. All right, so let me know if you have any questions on that. I think the finish here is pretty simple. It's start out doing 10 glute bridges and 10 push-ups. And you just work your way down. So 10-10, push-up glute bridge, 9-9, 8-8, 7-7, 6-6. I think I give them about a minute and a half just to get down as far as they can. Let me know if you have any questions.